Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 6, Tsumihoroboshi. So last time, Rena was in the dump, right, hiding, and she was visited by Rika. She called her it because she was different. And then Rika also said something like she was 100 years old. She doesn't have any interest in this Hinamizawa anymore because it's going to end anyways, right? I think she was trying to help Rena there, but the way she was speaking though, it was very different. It doesn't look like she wants to help her. So yeah, for Rena, she thinks that that thing wants to what do you call this? Take her, exchange her, or whatever. But yeah, it was very interesting though. We kind of learned that Rika is probably or most likely very old, right? She's been reliving all of this Hinamizawa stuff over and over again. Whenever, for example, they die or tragedies happened, it restarts, but she remembers all of that, right? So that's very, very interesting. I want to know more of it. So hopefully we see more of that, but most likely not in this chapter, right? Maybe next chapter. But let's continue. Where are we? This one? The area has no street lights, so I was scared to run fast when I could barely see. The moon lit up the sky, but not my steps. The only light I had to see was my flashlight. The light was very weak. All I could see was that the flat gravel road before me. Anything the flashlight couldn't reach was in total darkness. The expression often used in novels is pitch black wouldn't be inappropriate. I might trip over an empty can or rock anytime. Not wanting to fall, I used the flashlight to its maximum extent to watch my step, but I was still a bit nervous. I started running slower and slower until I was just walking briskly. Did I stop running because I'm afraid of tripping in the dark? But I usually run around without watching my step during the day. I run around with Rena and Mion all the time. Even if I can see what's underfoot, I don't pay any attention. I don't think I might trip, I just keep running around without a care. Rena might be feeling the same way I am right now. For Rena, the light with which she illuminates the darkness of the suspicion is too weak. And the darkness of the delusion she deeply believes in is getting darker and darker. That's why she's scared to even walk in the same roads she always used to take. She fell for the contents of those ridiculous scrapbooks. People might laugh at her for that. But those scrapbooks aren't normal. They manipulate their readers' hearts and with evil intent take advantage of their vulnerabilities. That evil intent captured my heart for one night. That's why I know how evil they are. They're urban legends just like the prophecies of Nostradamus, or the Purple Mirror. They're a bunch of feasible lies. When you hear about them at first, you think they're stupid to believe. But once you fall for them, it's hard to get them out of your mind for some reason. It'll be the year 1999 in less than 20 years. Everybody knows about the prophecy that the world will come to an end in July of 1999. There are even some TV shows about it too, which irresponsibly fan people's fears. So some people take it seriously. Those people think that the prophecy means that the outbreak of nuclear war. So some of them are making shelters in their backyards. Some of them are thinking about freezing themselves by 1999 so that they won't be exposed to radiation, only waking up after it's gone. Those people are completely serious about it. But when you think about it rationally, it's impossible that there'll be an outbreak of nuclear war in 1999. It's true that the Cold War makes us think that the final war will break out anytime soon, but both powers are actually pointing their nuclear missiles at each other, and they know there's nothing to gain for either of them to start a nuclear war. The Soviets might still do it though. The Soviets would destroy the world if it meant eradicating liberalism. But that delusion that the Soviets might do it could be neatly swapped for the way Takano-san used the Sonozaki family in their scrapbooks. When people created a large-scale delusion like the prophecies above They always use an incomprehensibly unknown enemy such as the Soviet Union, Nazi Germany, or aliens. And they say something like, you never know, they might do things like that to try and increase the credibility of their delusions without any evidence whatsoever. What did Takano-san know about the Sonozaki family? Nothing. All she did was use the history of Onigafuchi and say that Sonozaki family is still working behind the scenes, plotting a horrifying conspiracy. It's just like one of those large-scale prophecies. It's nothing but just a stupid story like that one about Nazi Germany, which says that the Hitler is still alive and lives in an underground complex somewhere on the South Pole, continuing his plot to conquer the world. Rena usually doesn't believe in stupid stories like that. But it was just bad timing, I suppose. It was right after she killed Rena Mamiya and Teppei Hojo and was caught by us. She was in a state of panic when she heard the story. So who's this? Is Keiichi? We were waiting for her to recover from the shock. But before she did and regain her strength, a poison got into her and spread all throughout her body. But when you're sick and have a weakened immune system, it's easy to get another disease. It's just like that. That's it. Rena is just sick right now. When you're very sick in a bed with high fever, you sometimes feel like you might die from it. But most of the time, you're just overreacting. You get better soon after you take a medicine, eat healthy food, and sleep a lot. That's how she is right now. She caught a mental cold, and that's all. She needs to get better soon or she might get caught by the police. I passed several patrol cars on my way. I hid every time I saw one since I didn't want to be questioned. I was probably passed by them twice. When I came close to Rena's house, I saw a car parked near the gate. It was obviously watching her house, trying to capture her when she'd arrive home. Mion ordered Sonozaki family to find Rena to protect her from the police, but honestly, I'm not sure if they can. After all, Rena believes that the Sonozaki family is after her. But if they don't find her, the police will eventually. If that happens, all of us who helped her bury the corpses will be caught by the police in the end. I don't know how or why the police came to suspect her. I think they only have some circumstantial evidence. I don't think they know how she did it for sure. But since they're looking everywhere for her now, they must have some kind of reliable evidence. Rena, come on. You don't have time to play around with Takano-san's scrapbooks right now. The police are after you. It was so dark that I couldn't be sure if she was down there. But I made up my mind and headed down a slope, carefully shining my flashlight to light my way. I wanted to loudly call out Rena's name, but there might be some policemen nearby looking for her. So I walked around the trash pile and then saw a light. It was Rena. I ran towards her hideout, kicking aside the trash in my way. Look at her eyes though. Rena was standing right in front of her hideout holding a hatchet. I couldn't blame her. She must have noticed all the noise I had made coming down the slope.
Rena, 俺だ。
今度は圭一くん今夜はいろんな人が来る夜だね。
I guess that meeting with Rika kind of broke her now.
俺以外にも誰かいるのか？
I showed my flashlight around, but I didn't see anybody else.
この場所はもう安全じゃないんで、今から場所を変えるところなの。圭一くんにも知られたくないから、ついてこないで。
レナ！お前、どうしたんだよ、その怪我。血だらけじゃないか。
もう落ち着いたから大丈夫だよ。もっとも、いつぶり返すかわからないけどね。
Rena's neck was all red. It looked like she had some kind of skin disease on her neck. She probably couldn't bear the itchiness and scratched at it really hard.
タオルで拭いただけじゃダメだろ。 とりあえず家へ来いよ。ちゃんと消毒した方がいいぞ。
傷口は大したことないよ。
Hell no, she's not gonna go with Keiichi because she doesn't trust anyone anymore.
それにこれは傷によるものじゃない。もう手遅れだし。
手遅れ？どういうことだよ。
富武さんを死に導いた何かを私もいつの間にか服毒させられてるみたいなの。注射なんて物騒な方法じゃない。多分それは弁当のおかずに混ぜられてたの。覚えてる？先日みーちゃんが卵焼きを一人一個ずつ分けてくれたよね。あの時にやられたんだと思う。遅効性なところがうまいよね。
You know how funny, yeah, how funny this is? On the first chapter with Keiichi, right? He's being paranoid and all, right? And it hasn't been said or revealed, but I think that Mion and Rena there were trying to help Keiichi, right? Like what is happening right now? Like Keiichi and Mion is helping Rena, but she's doubting them now. Just like how Keiichi is doubting Rena and Mion in the first chapter. So yeah, basically what happened to Keiichi, what he was doing there, Rena was doing here as well. Doubting everyone, thinking about everyone doing this and that, right? Rena kicked the dirt with hatred. But yeah, at least for this one, we know that Keiichi and Mion is actually trying to help Rena. Yes. She was almost literally kicking Mion's goodwill to the curb.
おいレナ、お前本気でミオンがそんなことすると思ってるのか？
Rena looked stunned and she stared straight at me. I noticed a slight accusation in her eyes. I can tell by looking into her eyes that she wants to say, "What are you talking about? I already told you that the Sonozaki family is the mastermind behind the conspiracy."
第一よ、あの日の卵焼き、ミオンは一人に一つずつなんか分けてないだろ。
Mion cut her omelette into 5 pieces and she told us to take one if we wanted. Rena took the end piece of the omelette before anybody else took one. She said it looked cute and ate it right there.
違うよ。みーちゃんは毒が入ってた卵焼きを私にわざと食べさせようとしたんだよ。
レナ、都合よく記憶を書き換えるなよ。タッパーの蓋の上にこうちょんちょんと5つ並べたんじゃないか。
並べてないよ。一人に一つずつ配った。
そんなこと今までにあったか？俺たちは互いの弁当箱を好きにつつくバイキング形式だぜ。これは誰の分なんてお上品に分けっこしたことなんて一度もねえじゃねえか。
She looked at me with that accusation in her eyes. To Rena, everything that comes out of my mouth must sound like a lie. To her, it's a fact that she was poisoned. She knows for sure that the drug was in the omelette. That's why she's contradicting me, because I'm saying something different. I didn't come here to make her mad. I realized that disagreeing would only escalate her anger, so I decided not to.
それよりさ、ここはもう安全な場所じゃないってどこへ行くつもりだよ。
さあね。適当に探すよ。
寝るところなんてそうそう見つからねえだろ。俺の家に来いよ。
ありがたいけど辞退するね。園崎家の手先が村中を探し回ってる。圭一君が裏切って私を売るとは思いたくないけど、かばいきれるとも思えない。
園崎家の手先が探し回ってるってのは逆だぞ。警察がレナを探し回ってるんだ。なんで？大石さんは味方だし、
私のことは放っておくように言ってある。私を探すなんてありえないよ。
多分リナと鉄平を殺したことがどこかで漏れたんじゃないかと思う。
ああ、そういうことか。
I was relieved that we were finally on the same page, but I realized I was wrong right away when she laughed in self-derision.
どうして警察があの殺しのことを感づいたかわかる？
いや、わかるわけないだろう。
Nobody saw her killing them. Nobody saw us burying the corpses. We buried them deep in the mountains and we camouflaged the spot perfectly. Plus, Mion moved them to a secret place afterwards, so it's impossible that the corpses would be found.
今日の夕方ね。私、あの二人の死体を埋めた場所に戻ったの。そしたら、どうだったと思う？
That didn't sound good. Of course. Ren has no idea that Mion took care of the corpses. No, I was thinking like, did Mion tell Keiichi? Yeah, she told him when she called Mion, or did Mion call Keiichi? But yeah, a couple episodes back.
なかったの。死体が。
But yeah, Rena's not gonna believe Keiichi if he says this.
誰かが掘り返して死体を持ち去った。
いや、レナ。それ、
あんな場所、誰かが偶然掘り返すわけもない。それに、あの場所は私が決めた。だからあの場所に埋まっていることは、あの場に居合わせた人間しか知らない。
そうだ、その通りだよ。だからそれは。
誰がやったかは分かってる。みーちゃんだよ。私が警察と結託することがないよう保険が欲しかったに違いない。そのザキ家に探させるだけじゃなく警察にも探させるとはね。連中もなりふり構ってられないってことか。
ミオンがそんなことするわけねえだろ。
したんだよ。みーちゃんが私を売った。
いや、しねえな。ミオンも俺たちもみんな仲間だぞ。たとえ世界が全部敵になったとしたって仲間は最後まで味方なんだ。だからミオンがレナを売ることなんて、海水が全部蒸発するような天変地異があったって絶対にありえない。
みーちゃんの肩をどうして持つの？
逆だろ。なんでミオンをそこまで疑うんだよ。
そんなのは決まってるでしょ。ミオさんの暴いた致命的な事実は狂信者たちの偉大な計画の実現。
黙れ黙れ。ちょっと言葉がきつかったな。いいか、あの死体がなくなっていたのは確かにミオンが掘り返したからだ。
やっぱりそうじゃない。
終わりまで聞けよ。いいか、ミオンが死体を掘り返したのはあの埋めた場所が安全じゃないことが分かったからなんだ。営林署がこの夏あの辺り一帯を伐採するって計画を立ててたことが後に分かったんだよ。だからミオンはレナを守るために死体を掘り返してくれたんだよ。
Rena laughed at me like I was stupid or something. I could tell she didn't understand anything I was saying.
そんなのみーちゃんの口から出任せに決まってるでしょ。圭一君の前ではいいこぶりたいあの子の汚いやり方だって。
あのな、じゃあどうすりゃよかったんだよ。今年の夏に営林署が見つけちまうかもしれないと知ってて放置しとくのかよ。 そんなことできるわけねえだろ。
その営林署の伐採計画というのがそもそもみーちゃんの作り話だってどうしてわからないのかな。
わからねえのはレナの方だろ。
After I yelled at her, she gave me an icy look. She stared into my eyes, as if trying to find out what I came here for.
俺はレナの目を覚ましに来たんだ。お前は高野さんのスクラップ帳のせいでとんでもない狂った夢に取りつかれてる。最初のうちは面白い話だと思ってたが、そろそろシャレにならないと思い始めた。
Yeah, it was interesting, but this is getting way out of hand. Exactly.
お前は今ちょっとした病気なんだよ。
ああ、理科もどきにも病気だって言われたっけね。確かに内脇病はもう始まってるし。
ああ、もう違うんだ。とにかく俺の話を聞け。しばらくの間横になってじっくりと休まねえか。本当はミオンの家にかくまってもらった方が安全なんだ。警察からもかくまえるしな。でもそれでもミオンが信用できないってんなら俺の家でもいい。とにかくこんな休めない場所で縮こまってだって心にいいわけがないんだ。まずは俺の家に行こう。そして冷たい飲み物でも飲みながらちょいと熱を冷ましてみないか。そうすりゃレナもすぐに気づくさ。
何を言ってるのケイチ君。私がおかしくなってるって言いたいの？おかしいのはお前たちの方なんだ。お前たちは寄生虫に乗っ取られて知らず知らずのうちに奴らに操られているだけ。ケイチ君も傍観者のつもりでいるけど実は被害者の一人なんだよ。それに気づけないのが彼らの狡猾なところ。それを私は責めない。私がきっとケイチ君たちを救ってあげるから、今は私を信じていて。
おかしいのはお前たちの方って。じゃあレナは村が丸ごとおかしくて自分だけが正しいっていうのかよ。
ひなみ沢だけじゃないかもしれないね。もはや奴らの魔種は獅子骨市全域、あるいは県内全域にまで及んでいるかもしれない。でも私だけは正しいの。ミオさんのスクラップのおかげでそれに気づけた。ケイチ君だって気づけたんじゃなかったっけ？
待てよレナ。待てよレナ。自分以外世界中が全ておかしいって、それってつまりさ、認めてるってことじゃねえかよ。おかしいのは自分だけなんだよ。世界は最初から何も変わってねえし、おかしくもなんともない。ましてやレナの敵でもなんでもない。自分だけが正しくて世界が全部敵なんてことはありえないんだよ。それはつまり自分だけが敵ってことなんだよ。
かわいそうなケイチ君。でも仕方がないよ。ミオさんの真実は誰もが受け入れられるものではない。ミオさん自身、この内容が本当に真実かまだ測りかねていた節があったしね。だからケイチ君が受け入れられないことを私は理解できる。だからそんなケイチ君を救うために私は頑張るよ。頑張って戦って必ずケイチ君たちを支配している奴らをやっつけてやるから。
That's stupid, Rena. That's just idiotic. You feel sorry for me? You're stupid. Why don't you understand? Why do you still believe a crazy, stupid story like this? You're just interpreting everything to suit your convenience.
ミオさんもリカちゃんも、そして今や私も、もうスペアが用意されてるの。 そして私が消されるのと同時に入れ替わることになっている。
はあ？スペア？お前本気で何を言ってるんだ？
もういいや。圭一君には真実を教えてあげよう。私が圭一君に話してない本当の真実。実はね、寄生虫の正体は宇宙人なの。
What? Aliens? This is what you believe it's aliens? Okay.
宇宙人？
うん。お社様の正体ももちろん宇宙人。天から降臨する際の描写は世界各地に散らばる宇宙人説と合致するの。偉大な文明が起こるとき、偉人は必ず宇宙から現れる。彼らは宇宙から優れた英知を持って地球を訪れ、いつまでも未熟な地球人類の進化を促そうと。
Hey, wait just a minute. You must be kidding, right? Rena? The parasite theory was interesting. But aliens? Come on, that's just nonsense, true. The parasite is most likely true. That parasite thing with all the sickness happening, but it's not aliens. Come on, man. But Rena believes his theory so seriously. Unless we actually see an alien that shows up, I will not believe that. And she feels sorry for me because I can't accept it.
奴らは人体規制を通じてコミュニティを支配してきた。だが時折勘のいい人間が生まれ、その支配の実態を暴こうとした。彼らはそれを取り除き、コミュニティを維持するために様々な拉致を行ったの。そして時には金属片を埋め込みそのコントロールを得たり、あるいは外見だけを共有した別の存在と入れ替えることによって支配を続け、そいつらはミオさんのコピーを生み、私のコピーを生んだ。リカちゃんのコピーもさっき来たんだよ。そいつと話をしてみた。そいつは宇宙から来た存在であることを認めたよ。そして破滅の日が近いことを告白し、私にあがけるものならあがけと嘲笑った。私は戦うよ。人類を奴らの家畜になどしてたまるか。私は絶対に
You're so stupid. I stepped towards Rena and slapped her in the face. I was hoping it would return her to sanity.
目を覚ませレナ、もう忘れたか？まさにこの場所だ。それもほんの数日前だ。俺たち仲間たちはこの場所で全員で手を取り合ったよな。そして仲間は家族同然だって認め合ったよな。
Rena played with her wrist. She didn't interrupt, so I continued.
お前の言う宇宙人が地球を侵略してるって話をお前が本気で言ってるなら、たとえ世界中が信じなくても俺は信じてやる。俺はお前の仲間で一番最初の味方だからだ。でもならお前も聞いてくれ。仲間で味方の俺の言葉を聞いてくれ。あの高野さんのスクラップ帳はでっち上げのインチキなんだよ。本当さ、高野さんはオカルトマニアなんだ。ひなみ沢の古い歴史をいろいろに解釈して遊んで陳説を書き上げては人に読ませて回ってるだけなんだ。だから寄生虫がどうのこうのという説以外にも UFO がどうこうとか 地底人がどうこうなんていうとんでもないのまでたくさんあるんだ。だからレナが読んだスクラップ帳は高野さん自慢の最新作でしかないんだよ。ほら、あの人って人をからかうみたいなところがあるだろう。レナが真面目に話を聞いてくれるもんだから面白がってとんでもない話を吹き込んだだけなんだよ。
単なる創作ならミオさんはどうして殺されたの？しかも検視結果では死後24時間のはずなのに、どうして祭りの夜に歩いていたの？富武さんの死因は？園崎家は？ひなみ沢の伝説は？お社様は？リカちゃんは？全部創作？世界中が私たちを騙すために嘘をついているって、そういうの？
何でもかんでも無理につなげて解釈するな。古代妄想の典型的な条例じゃねえかよ。とにかく難しく考えるな。レナはちょっと疲れてるだけなんだ。だから少し休もう。俺はレナにくつろげる部屋と布団、食事を提供するだけだ。食事が信用できないなら自前で好きにしてくれたっていい。とにかく俺の言うことを今だけでいいから信じてほしいんだ。
私の言っている話の方が筋も通っているし、証拠も根拠もたくさんある。なのに圭一君は自分を信じてくれの一点張り。どっちが正しいかなんて明白でしょ？
ああ、明白だな。俺だ。俺が正しい。
よくそんなことを言い切れるね。
ああ、そんなのは簡単さ。俺がレナの仲間だからだ。仲間は絶対に裏切らない。仲間を絶対に助ける。だから世界中が俺を正しくないと言っても今だけは俺を信じろ。俺がお前の仲間だからなんだ。
I heard a thud. Rena dropped the hatchet. She staggered, holding her head in her hands. She was muttering something, and it looked like she was asking herself questions. He wants me to trust him, but he has no evidence to prove he's right. He's being absurd. Or maybe he's right and I'm wrong. Am I really just misunderstanding everything? It would be wonderful if that was true. I wish I was wrong so many times. I wish Mio-san's scrapbooks are nothing but a bunch of stories and the parasite doesn't exist. Some coincidences happen to connect together and I interpreted them in the wrong way. I really wish that was the case. Don't give up, Rena Ryugu. Be cool, Rena Ryugu. This guy has poison in his words. Keiichi still can't get through her though. He's trying to take advantage of my weakness. Everything is too obvious not to believe. It's obvious that the aliens have been trying to invade the Earth, using this village as their base ever since it was called Onigafuchi. Keiichi-kun is a victim who's being controlled by them. He's just a victim. But when he grabbed my wrist really hard on that day, I could tell his intentions were true. I still remember the strength of his grip on my wrist. He tried to save me, his friend. I got lost in his crazy delusion maze many times. I prayed over and over that somebody would help me. And now my prayers are answered and Keiichi-kun is reaching for my hand again. But don't forget, Rena, this guy says he's your friend, but he hasn't told you everything about himself. Don't you remember Oishi-san told you about it? He told me about what he found out. I couldn't trust my friend, so Oishi checked on everybody, including Keiichi-kun. That's why I know about what he did before he moved here. He looks like he's a good guy on the outside, but he's crazy on the inside. I can't trust him. I shouldn't trust him. So what? I don't care who he was before he moved here. I did many bad things in Ibaraki too. I did many unforgivable things. I hurt my friends really bad, broke the windows at school, and was suspended. I was a very bad girl. Did he treat me differently because of that? No, he didn't. Rena Ryugu is Rena Ryugu. He'll forgive me because it was Rena Ryugu or Reina Ryugu who did all those bad things in Ibaraki. He won't forgive me. I should know better. Keiichi Maibara believes that I'm a kind and modest girl because he doesn't know Reina. If he found out about Reina, what would he do? He wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't be scared of me. Rena is Rena. Reina is a different girl. The same goes with Keiichi-kun. I don't care who he was before he moved here. We're even.
大丈夫かレナ。
触るな、汚らわしい。
Rena knocked my hand aside when I reached for her.
さっきから聞いていれば仲間とやかましい。仲間だから信じろ？仲間だから世界中すべてより正しいだと？それこそ妄言じゃないか。
なんと言われたって俺はお前の仲間だ。だから絶対にお前のためになることを言っている。疑うな。絶対に俺が正しい。
へえ。じゃあ聞いてもいい？
ああ、何でも聞け。
仲間ってのは隠し事なんてないんだよね。
当然だ。隠し事なんかしない。
嘘だよ。
嘘なんかつかない。
嘘だ
Damn, that Usuda.
何がおかしいよ。
圭一くん、隠し通せてるつもりなんだ。私、知ってるんだよ。圭一くんが引っ越してくる直前にどういうことしてたか。知ってるんだよ。
I felt as if my entire body was covered in frosty needles. My body and mind froze all of a sudden. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. How come she knows about that?
大石さんに調べてもらったんだよ。みんなのこと。そしたら圭一くん、引っ越しの前はとんでもない人だったんだよね。
やめろ。あれは違うんだ。
ずいぶん悪いことしてたみたいだね。さとこちゃんとリカちゃんにも話しておかないとね。こんな危ない人が身近にいたなんて信じられないよ。
違う。それはたまたまなんだ。
児童連続襲撃事件。すごい。ひなみ沢村連続開始事件に負けないくらいインパクトあるよ。
違うんだよ。あれは本当に。
何がどう違うの？数週間の間に人気のないところを歩く小さな子供ばかりを狙って通りがかりにモデルガンで撃ちつける恐ろしい事件だった。
Damn, I mean BB gun or not, then it hurts, yes.
市内一帯は一時期騒然。PTA が交差点ごとに立ち集団下校にもなったんだってね。目に当たって大怪我した子もいたんでしょ。
Damn, Keiichi.
幸い後遺症にはならなかったそうだけど。 モデルガンなんて武器を持ちながら、それでも小さな子しか狙わないいやらしさ。そんなことして何が楽しかったの？でも楽しかったからずっと続けてたんだよね。そのくせ途中で両親の呵責に耐えられなくなって、ご両親と一緒に自首。責任取るのもご両親と一緒じゃないとダメなわけ？少年法って親切よね。被害者にも犯人の名前は公開されないし、お父さんが大金持ちだったから示談金をたくさん積んでくれたんだよね。それで大ごとにしない約束を取り付けて、まったりとしばらくは保護観察。それでほとぼりが冷めた頃合いにお金に任せて遠方へ引っ越しして全部チャラ。いいね、お金持ちは。
違うんだ、違うんだ。
Dude, now Keiichi's the one cornered now. What?
そんなことどうして今まで黙ってたの？前の学校ではずっと勉強漬けだった？どうしてそんな嘘をつくの？
ごめん。嘘ってわけじゃ。
仲間ってのは隠し事なんかなしでしょ？そうでしょ？じゃあお前は仲間じゃない。
The blades of her words hit hard and they made my eyes bleed. The blood was clear and it tasted salty.
私も過去の事件からお前が怪しいと思ってる。それを隠しきれてると思わないで。
I remember how deeply I regretted it. I couldn't regret enough. I wanted to forget it, but I couldn't. I made a stupid mistake. Why? Why does she have to bring it up right now? And I moved here to put it behind me? I wanted to have a fresh start in Hinamizawa, so I swore myself to live a clean life from then on. Everything is ruined now. I'll be a criminal no matter where I go. I was stressed out with my exam studies. I was frustrated. I randomly shot people. I didn't care if it was girls or kids. Why did I do something so stupid? There was no reason. I had no reason to do that. I just wanted to get someone's attention. I didn't have the courage to tell my parents that I didn't want to study, so I just wanted somebody to scold me, so I used a childish way to get attention. I regret what I did. I swear, I'll never do something that's stupid again. If I do it again, then they can send me to the chair. If there was something I could do to be completely forgiven, I'd do it, no matter what it was. But no matter how deeply I regret it, and no matter how long I atone for my sins, I'll never be forgiven. That's why I wanted to sweep the whole thing under the carpet and have a fresh start. I have nothing to say if somebody tells me that forgetting my sin is an act of cowardice. Sins are sins. You can't just get rid of them. You have to carry them for the rest of your life. I know that's the fate of a sinner. If you don't want to live like that, don't be a sinner then. I understand that logic too. But then, how are sinners supposed to live?
とにかくお前は仲間じゃない。仲間じゃないやつの指図は受ける言われはない。私のことは当分放っておいてもらう。いいね。
I didn't notice until she spoke that I was on my knees, hanging my head. Rena picked up the hatchet she dropped earlier. I wanted her to hit my head with it. Yeah, that's right. If anything is going to be torn apart, I'd rather it be my body. Compared to the pain of my heart being torn to shreds, I'd rather she cut my head off. I believed it. I still believe it. I still believe it right at this moment. I believe that I'm their friend. But in fact, I'm starting to become aware of it. I want to believe I am their friend because I don't want to accept my past. I'm trying to tell myself that, but I feel stupid crying like this. My face is all messy with tears. I was never their friend. I am a sinner and I hid my past from them. I hid it because I was scared. I told her that friends don't hide anything from another, and I hid my past from them. I hid my sin from them. My past has nothing to do with how I live my life here. If I ever attacked a kid in this village just because I was frustrated, I wouldn't mind if they killed me and cut me into pieces. But I'll never do anything like that again. I just wanted to live normally. What I did before I moved here has nothing to do with my life now. For instance, Rena moved here too. I wouldn't change the way I see her if I found out she did something bad before she moved here. Right? I wouldn't, would I? Even if Rena had beat some of her friends or broke all the windows of her school, I wouldn't care because it happened in Ibaraki. She didn't do that in Mizawa. Rena is Rena, she's my best friend. That's why I wouldn't see her differently even if I found out about her past. That's a lie. That's a lie. I'd keep a distance from her if I found out that she really did such things. I'd be scared of her. I wouldn't try to listen to her. Why? It's just a rumor. Why would I be scared of her since she's my best friend? If I was in her situation, would I reject her just like she did? So Rena's rejection of me was completely natural. Then what am I supposed to do? I was the only one crying. Rena wasn't crying. She looked at me as if she was looking at something dirty. After giving me a nasty look, she disappeared into the darkness. Rena didn't forgive me. There was nothing I could do to atone for my sin, but to keep crying, still down on my knees. It turned around, honestly. First half was Keiichi trying to reason with Rena, right? Trying to save her, and then second half, Rena said this Keiichi's past, right? And then Keiichi's the one cowering now, thinking about what he did back then. Okay, let's just check this first. Reason we moved to Hinamizawa. I don't remember how many years ago it was. There was this beautiful village surrounded by nature, but the village was going to be submerged in water because of a new dam project, and the villagers protested against its en masse. They held a sightseeing tour so people from other places could enjoy the local beauty. I joined the tour out of simple curiosity. I wanted to take a look at the nature that might sink underwater. But when I got there, the place took my breath away. The air was so clean and clear, and the landscape was beautiful beyond words. Since then, I was hooked on inspiring the nature of this place. Who is this? Is this Keiichi's dad, I suppose? I fell in love with the village so much that I was very glad when I heard that the dam project was cancelled. That village is where I'm building our new house. Okay, so this is Keiichi's dad talking. When I visited there, I found a beautiful field of wildflowers. I saw two cute girls playing in that field. Both of them were very beautiful with long straight hair. They were probably neighbors or best friends. I still remember how they looked, and one of them had a very beautiful face with a clear-cut profile for her age, and the other had a very innocent look. I'm sure both of them will grow up into fine, beautiful ladies in the future. They were running around in the field like they were dancing. I asked them if the field was their playground. They said they were playing in hopes that newcomers would move to the village. Then I saw a sign saying "Lot for Sale." That was when I began to think that it might be a great place to live. There was nothing here, and things are a bit inconvenient compared to the life in the city. But I sincerely believe that this was the best place for us to start a new life together as a family. A lot of things happened back in the city, but the past is past, It's best that we move on. We learn from our mistakes, and I hope we can start a new, more ideal life in this village. Keiichi, I hope you'll grow to love it here as much as I do. You do? I'm happy to hear that. I'm also happy that we've been doing a lot better as a family since we moved here. Back in the city, we were far from close. So I'm truly happy that we're able to start from scratch. Now that I come to think about it, I never had a chance to have a conversation with you like this before. Okay, Keiichi, do you know any beautiful girls with long straight hair in your school? I think they're a lot younger than you. Oh, you know the two young beautiful girls, but one has short hair, huh? I don't think they're the ones I saw. You want to know why I asked? Oh, I just wanted to ask them to be models for my portraits. I was thinking about making them wear cute costumes. Basically, I just wanted to see them again for artistic reasons. So if you happen to see them, let your dad know, okay? Promise me, okay? Alright, that was nice. But yeah, I like that they're still continuing, right, to mirror Onikakushi chapter 1 with this chapter. When we were with Keiichi back then, it was Keiichi who learned about Rena's past from Uishi, right? And for this one, Rena learned Keiichi's past from Uishi. Dude, this is so nice how they mirror this to the first chapter. They said the plot is a little bit different, but then you see, yeah, similarities to it, right? So it's pretty good. So last episode we got with Rika, right? Rena talking to Rika, and then this episode we got Rena and Keiichi this time, right? Keiichi trying to save her, but in the end he couldn't get through her no matter what he did, and then Rena told him about his past, and yeah, he kind of froze, I suppose, right? So yes, we will continue this and do more of Higurashi When They Cry, chapter 6, Tsumihoroboshi, in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.